Welcome to the Trinidad Cast. This is episode 40. Yes, 40. That is correct. And you officially virtually transferred your call to me. Yeah. And we'll just leave that as the story because I am heavily under the weather right now. That headache, you get headache too? Yeah, I get the one with the headache, yeah. The congestion on the nose and all them things, I think I could live with that. But you see, when I get a bad headache, I feel like I helpless, boy. So
you sure it wasn't some of your children or your wife bring it home? It was just you miraculous.
My son's sick too. No, my son's sick too. So, yeah, so he probably find it somewhere and bring it. But his own wasn't as bad as mine. But this is normal. The cold is influenced. There's a part of the journey.
Must go. And I mean, look at it this way. At least it's now 2-3 years ago in the middle of COVID and, you know, you get something cool. And you think you're going to die.
Correct.
You know, thinking you're in a quarantine and, you know, at least it's a cool and, you know, 99% chance nothing going to happen.
Those are some, dark times, boy, COVID. What a thing.
Any little cough or sneeze or sniffle is like, they
watch you hard, yeah. Correct.
Yeah, like the other day I was wearing Price Mart and kind of catch myself coughing and I was kind of still back in that mood. I was like afraid to cough, but then I was like, I could cough. That's pay and more people don't care about that no more.
Yeah. So, you know, although I still see a few people with masks on in public.
Yeah.
And I wonder how long, but we can see how that goes. Yeah. All right, what we have on the lineup tonight is, today, because whenever you're listening to it, that's up to you. Yeah. Tuesday, 16. No, not 16. No, we don't say 16 anymore. I'll tell you all last week numbers. Episode 21. Yeah, 21. That is Spotify alone. I didn't really check anywhere else.
Yeah,
even though Google Podcasts going on, stop. We can talk about that some other time. Yes, Google just weird. Everything gonna be branded under YouTube now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing with Google, you know, Google like to put out a lot of stuff and then just stop the support after a few months. Yeah, then just kill it, boy. Yeah. They're wicked with it. Like, feel they have a kill meeting every year. Be like, all right, what do we kill this year? Yeah. And have a quota of things to kill. Yeah.
So the TT stock market and online trading, apparently people trading online on the stock market. Mm-hmm. And it's a thing. It's a genuine thing. And I have never... I don't know. All I know is there's Answer McCall. Every time you watch the stock market thing on the papers or they talk about it on news, you see Answer McCall. Yeah. And so I never really get into it.
A lot of local companies, like the big local companies on the stock market, so Massey, Answer McCall. I think it may have some of the banks and stuff like that, you know. And I mean, it's similar to the US stock market where you can, you know, invest, you buy shares and every quarter or whenever you get dividends, the shares could go up, you know. So
okay, well, we'll go into it and we'll see what the articles say.
Yeah.
The second one is Huawei's investment in tech gets noticed because they got a whole article about sending people to Costa Rica or Dominican Republic or something. I just what should I say about it? Well, we will talk about it, but Huawei have some sort of ulterior motive, and we gotta figure that out because that's kind of weird. And then Apple live streaming sports seems to be their target or the angle that they want to go. And if anybody had the money to do it, is Apple. Yeah. So let's go into story number 1. So this stock market thing, so you started off by saying, it seemed like you know a little bit about the stock market.
Yeah, I mean, you could go into this, like the Trinidad stock market or something, you know, I was kind of looking into, and I mean, you probably have to get into it, you need to go to one of the local brokers or whatever, you know, and that's how you access it. You it'll have like a stock market place you could go directly, you have to go through a broker. And you invest your money that way. So it was something that, you know, I was looking into in terms of trying to get into it. Sometimes
look at the article, right?
Go ahead.
Let me see the article. Say the TT stock market continues to make notable strides, says its chief executive officer. The ongoing digital transformation of our local capital markets and the financial industry is readily apparent, and we consider these encouraging achievements in 2023. Although our trading volume has shown a year-on-year decline, what truly excites us is the surge in retail participation. And she said, to put some numbers to this, as at September 2023, our TTSE online trading platform has asserted its position as a cornerstone of our stock market landscape, facilitating an impressive 30% of the total market trades for the month. So you telling me that normally you have to go to a broker, but it seems like there's an online platform, and they push this online platform in a way where it's starting to go a particular direction. So I'm going to try to Google the TTSE online trading platform. Now you see what happened, because there is an actual site for it. TTSE online trading, place your ad here. It kind of blank though.
Look, scroll back down there, you'll see online trading to the bottom, yeah.
Online trading. Oh, you had to log in?
Yeah, so these are the companies there, you know. Most of the bank,
Shepherd, Wise, Boss, Caribbean Stockbrokers Limited. All right, so apparently you had a login.
Yeah. So I mean, you ever got into, you ever accessed the stock market? Never do anything else. So I suspect, and I mean, there's a difference between trading and investing. Investing, for me, investing is more you buy the stock and you kind of hold it long term. Trading is where you kind of trying to time the market and buy high, sell low, and that kind of bordering on gambling. And at least in my book, you know, you can't really predict the market 100%.
Yeah. That's where you're coming from.
You know, so
I'm watching a whole PDF right now, almost a 30-something page PDF, giving you a whole breakdown of signing up, how to check the stocks, view transactions. So it is a thing. It is a thing, and it seems like you don't have to go to a broker based on what I've seen from this PDF, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Well, I know in the past year you need to go through that broker, so I guess they kind of upgraded their platform. So like, I'll disclose this. I invest in the US stock market, not the local stock market, right?
Right.
And there's a trading or investment platform, you know, you have to fund it with US dollars or whatever, right? So I suspect it's something similar to that. You have to fund the account, and then you could go ahead and buy a stock or make your trades or whatever on your own. And, you know, and of course there would be a fee, you know, but I suspect that fee will be lower than if you actually go through a physical broker. You know, but the platform itself would have like a fee per transaction or whatever, you know?
Now, here my question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a technological thing that's available. So ideally, people who enter tech should find an easier way to enter this scape or this landscape or whatnot, right? Do we actually care?
Well, you say people into tech, right? So I think it is kind of two different things, you know. So yeah, people are into tech, but not necessarily into finance and money and investing. And because like you yourself say you never really get into it. You know, you into tech, but the channel to do it there already. So you'll have people that are into tech, but not necessarily, you know, into stocks and shares and investing and that type of thing. Because I think it still have like a kind of taboo around trading and investing, and you know, some people probably think it too risky or they really understand it that much, you know. So like yourself, why you never got into like
I just feel like you could lose money.
Right.
I fully felt like I could lose more money, and we don't have that culture of risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To say, well, invest in the stock, because I feel like I could lose more money and people will thief more money.
Yeah. Right. So
that's how I feel.
Yeah. Right. But, and I mean, tech, and that's you don't necessarily have to be a tech person to want to get into that, you know. So like for me, where I work, you ever heard of something called like your 401k? Like in
401k, that's basically pension in the US.
Right. So most people 401k actually invested in the stock market.
Right. Okay. So, understand.
And most times it's not like individual stocks. You might do something like an index fund, you know. You heard of index funds?
Yep.
Right? So it might be invested in an index fund or a mutual fund. A lot of times it might be based on the S&P 500. Right? So where I work, I actually have like a pension plan that's invested in something like the 401k. So it's invested in...
Okay, yeah, I understand.
So I kind of forced, quote unquote, to be in it already. So from the time I started work, money does actually come out from my account each month and get invested into the stock market,
But then what? So that means your pension could end up being more than...
Yeah, right. So like, you have like a portal where you could go and you could see your investments, you could see how much you put in, and you could see the value of it. You could change your investments, right? So like for me, the total amount of money that I put in, like the value of my investments, like my pension value, is way more than the amount of money I put in, which means, you get like for me, you get like 20% return on whatever money you put in.